Yes. Boom at noon. It's Monday, and you know what that means. Either our Dallas Cowboys won or they lost this week, and boo-hoo, sad face for all of us Cowboy fans because they didn't dethrone the Eagles from being an undefeated team. They're still a damn undefeated team, so you got to give those guys props. They are going into the bye. They're going into their bye undefeated. All I know is we're going to see them again this season, and it's not going to be the same outcome. I definitely give you that. Um, right now, we're going to listen to a little bit of one of my podcasts that I like to play and support. They are called The Morning Fanatic. And this one is just episode with Torres. This is his Dallas Cowboy game reaction to week 6. So let's go ahead and let this play for a bit. I don't know the rights to this, but I do support it. Much love to The Morning Fanatic.
What's going on, Morning Fanatics? I'm Albert Torres. This is my Philadelphia Eagles versus Dallas Cowboys game reaction. Disappointing. Cowboys lost 26-17 to the Philadelphia Eagles, who are now 6-0. Wanted to get that donut out of that losing column, but looks like they're going to keep their donut. They're going to keep that 0 right there. And you know what? The Philadelphia Eagles finally made Cooper Rush look like a
right now we are tapping in to the Morning Fanatic. Y'all gotta show my boy Albert Torres some love. Also Carlos Gonzalez. So Morning Fanatic, y'all subscribe on YouTube. Follow them on Facebook. The Morning Fanatic. Albert Torres. He's gonna talk a little bit about the reaction game yesterday. Dallas Cowboys, we still love you. And yes, we them boys.
For today's game, man, you know, the Eagles came to play. The Eagles really came to play. Rush had 2 interceptions in his first 9 attempts. They were pressuring him. They were hurrying him. Defense was legit, solid. We knew that coming in, but, you know, there's a couple whispers that they weren't really playing elite teams, or they might not be for real, but they're for real, man. Cowboys only had 1 first down in the first quarter. Embarrassing. I believe they only had another first down in the second quarter. It was the first time that the Cowboys defense allowed multiple touchdowns this season, and really was because of the interceptions, you know? I mean, defense can only do so much, and that Eagles offensive game plan was just exceptional, man. It was just.
Yeah, we do got to give it up to the Philadelphia Eagles. So all you Eagles fans, I know y'all are flying high today, but you know it is what it is. I have yet to watch First Take. I know Stephen A is probably going to be walling out just like he does every time, you know, the Cowboys lose. But still, regardless, it's a lesson learned. And if I'm not mistaken, you know, Dak Prescott might be coming back next week. We play the Lions. The Lions are not good, but wouldn't that suck? Like Dak Prescott comes back and then the Lions fucking beat the Cowboys. Like that'll be weird. Let's get back to a little bit of this. Albert Torres, the Morning Fanatic.
On his heels, there was coming to the quarterback. Let the running back keep it. Sniffing the running back. Jalen Hurts was keeping it. And then also, it's just the element of surprise. They were doing that read option, play action, keeping it, throwing it, keeping defense on his heels. Man, it was in the first half, it was just a perfect game plan. In that third quarter, the Dallas Cowboys, I thought they had something
going. We are going to most definitely add the link to this episode on the description. That way y'all can go ahead and support the Morning Fanatic, support their sports podcast. You know, they talk about, of course, football, basketball, um, baseball. I haven't heard them really talk about hockey, but I'm sure, you know, I'm sure they talk about all sports. So the Morning Fanatic, y'all make sure y'all subscribe on YouTube. Follow them on Facebook as well. They really got some nice content. If you want to keep up with sports, show them some love. Um, you know, and talk kind of listening. That's one of my favorite podcasts. But here, live in the Bone Zone with Big Sam Heard. Of course, the name of this podcast is We're On Podcast, formerly known as Are We On Podcast, because we used to ask the question if we were on. And instead of asking questions, we are making statements. And that's what we did all weekend long. I believe we gave you a decent amount of episodes with special co hosts. I sure hope that you guys enjoyed them. If not, too fucking bad. Thank you, regardless, for supporting me and watching me. I should drop the Cash App on the link below, but link below. Me and them, click the link above. You know, we're live. Yes, we're live on Facebook. We're live on YouTube. Make sure you subscribe. We just passed the 100 mark on YouTube, but now we need to get to 150 to the 2 and then 3/4, yada, yada, yada. We're being patient. We're being patient. So boom at noon. It's Monday. Yay, my favorite day of the week. Like, I have no idea how much I actually love Mondays. Besides the fact that we get to watch a little bit of wrestling. So yeah. This weekend we had a decent amount of artists come through and producers showing us love, mixed by Rico. You know, appreciate him and you know, we had a nice little conversation. Y'all could go back and listen to that. It is on YouTube, mixed by Rico. And then we had J Bad and Zelo. They came in together. So we did two separate little episodes. We still got to talk to them for a bit. So I do appreciate them, man. They are fucking um uh besides being like natural comedians, bro, they're really, really about, you know, wanting to put their stuff out there, their music out there. You know, so that's one thing that y'all gotta support. San Antonio Productions, you know what I'm saying? Most definitely in the house. So much love to San Antonio Productions. Thank you, Santana made this beat for, you know, allowing me to have you guys on. That's most definitely one thing that I really, really enjoyed this weekend. On Saturday, we ended the night off with a youngster by the name of Jacob the Kid. He is a 16-year-old upcoming artist here in the city of San Antonio. He most definitely has the support from his moms, his pops, you know, his girlfriend. They came through. They were somewhere in the live studio audience. Speaking of live studio audience, yes, we do have a live studio audience. Live studio audience, give yourself a round of applause. Yep. But of course, we cannot forget where we are. We are here in the good West Side. Oh, shit. Sometimes we don't even. Sometimes we duck, but now we. Sometimes, most of the time, we don't. We don't duck. We're just like, fuck it. They're a horrible shot, anyways. But Fuego. Yes, Fuego. Much love to Fuego. Whoever else is watching right now, I do appreciate y'all. Saturday we had 4, and it was fun, man. I enjoy trying to stay, let's say, booked more than once a day, more than once a week, because it's important that I really, really set that pace for some people. I know a lot of other, let's say, bigger podcasts will have, let's say, maybe a bigger artist or whatnot, but you never know. Some of these people that I bring on, maybe they're gonna fucking blow up, and I'll be like, yeah, motherfucker, I told you this person was gonna make it or whatnot, and you know, that's just the way it is. Sometimes you can, when you feel energy, when you can feel somebody's energy and potential, you can tell a lot just by people's posture. You can tell a lot by people's, of course, personality, their body language. It tells you a lot, and They think I don't know it, but when I'm talking to these guys, to any of them, I'm not gonna say any names, but sometimes you can tell that there might be. It's different when you're performing and you're already hyped up, but when you're sitting down, relaxed, smoking some hemp. Yes, speaking of hemp, it is a nice alternative to the real deal, but it still gets me where I need to go. Oh, speaking of that, it turned off. I talk too much. But yo, Dallas Cowboys, man. I guess the Eagles, they wanted to make a good impression before their bye week. Let them get on their bye week. Let them, get their heads big. Let them, build that ego of theirs. And then, not saying that we don't have a big ego, but hell, we're America's team. Like we earned that. Philadelphia's Eagles aren't America's team. Like, not even the New England Patriots are America's team anymore. It's the Dallas Cowboys, and it's always going to be that. I don't give a shit if we haven't won a championship in 26 years. All right. So Mondays. I call them mark out Mondays. Yes, I'm gonna change it to Sam Burger Mondays. We're gonna change Mondays to Sam Burger Mondays because that's when we making our Sam Burgers every Monday. This week we're not hitting up somebody's home and cooking for them in their kitchen. We're gonna do it here because we're gonna get on a live at 8 p.m. Sam Burger Monday night. Sam Burger Monday Night Raw. I'll play Monday Night Raw in the back. Fuck it, with no audio. Um, and we'll just have Sam Burgers. So reserve your seat. I'm asking for a $10 donation for Sam Burger. And if people don't show up, then hell, we might have two Sam Burgers. Please, I usually, when I make these burgers, I usually make six. All right. Last week we made eight. So shout out to Mike Mix and his family. Much love. I do appreciate them. Um, and it's an eye opener, like being able to like be like, oh shit, like somebody actually wouldn't mind me cooking for them. And because I talk about my burgers so much, I try to bring it up on every episode to everybody that I encounter because when they actually see photos of it, or maybe they'll hear like other reviews, they're like, oh yes, that's Sam Burger, it was to die for. And then they're like just dead and shit. Like, no, we don't really want to kill anybody with our burger. It's just a great burger. It's not too much. I know like some people, they do like bigger and cheesier and more, this and that. But I kind of like to level it out. And it is the best bacon cheeseburger in the city of San Antonio. If anybody owns a restaurant or a food truck and you beg to differ, invite me over to your kitchen and we can have a duel. No, we can most definitely put our burgers to the test because I'm always down, and that's just the confidence I have when it comes to me and my favorite thing I love to cook, the Sam burger. All right. Um, so this boom at noon is pretty much the invite. Like let's go. You don't have to reserve a seat, but if there's no seats when you get here or no Sam burgers, then you snooze, you lose. You get to come and just like usually there's a little bit of the chorizo and the sausage mix. Yes, we're mixing the chorizo. I can't even say the chorizo. You fucking idiot. Chorizo. How does it go? Chorizo. I do actually. When I first started the podcast, when it was just the audio and actually no video, um, I did an episode where we were just talking about chorizo. Like people do a bunch of things with chorizo. They do like chorizo and papas, chorizo and huevos. Shout out to chorizo, man. Like whether whatever you think I'm talking about, the chorizo or the sexual, you know, is it penis is an organ, right? Is it an organ? It's just part of my skin, right? What do we got? Anyways, we could say penis, right? Penis, penis, penis. Vagina, vagina, vagina. What, Billy Bob? Man, much love to Varsity Blues, yo. That's one of my favorite movies. So if y'all never seen the movie Varsity Blues, watch it. It's fucking it'll change your life. I remember watching that show with my brother Johnny, and I talk about my brother how much I love him. But he celebrated his birthday recently. So anybody that is, I think this month it's what is it? Is it a Sagittarius? What like thing are we in? Uh, I just know Cancer season because that's all I give a shit about. Um, but yeah, usually we listen to music. Like we have a specific artist that we want to shout out and show love to, and we're gonna do that this week throughout the week because we got people that are gonna be coming up all weekend. We have Friday, Danny Boy. Saturday, um, we're gonna have Lil Tex and Lady Thug. Different days. Don't worry, guys. I was told I had to have them different days. So that's one thing. Like, I don't know a lot of people's backstory, who's friends, who's not friends. So so if we get some people that are not friends and they happen to, stop by the Bone Zone, that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to have everybody come through. Maybe different times. It doesn't, of course, but um, it's all in love here, man. So you could leave your fucking Draco in the Uber. You can do whatever you need to do. Like there's a bunch of things in life that we don't fucking worry about because they're out of my hands. You know what I'm saying? All I can worry about is what the fuck happens here. When we're live, when you see uh that fucking red dot on YouTube and it says we're live, like, you know what I'm saying? That's all we gotta worry about. That's all I can worry about is what happens in this house, what happens on my dirt, my land. Uh, we gotta go to Mitiera. Mitiera is a cool spot that's over here on the Market Square, um, on the west side of downtown, over in the Market Square downtown by the Santa Rosa, where of course where they have Fiesta. Um, Fiesta ain't the way it used to be, bro. That shit used to be dope as fuck, but now it ain't. It ain't shit. But we're gonna play a song. It's actually some Burner and Mozzie. It's called A. Um, and this is my like a flute. This is yeah, like a flute. And they're not ready for like a flute. I know as many artists as I have on here, and I know y'all push y'all stuff on a daily and this and that, and I appreciate everybody. But I do this for myself as well every day. I have yet to drop any music. We're gonna do it soon. And hopefully some of these artists will be like, damn, man, that guy wasn't just a podcaster. Yeah, no.
Got a trunk full of bags, yeah. We just ride around dirty trying to get the bag. You already know what time it is. YG, what up? Big Burn,
Yeah.
Mozzie Top.
That's all y'all get. But if you know like a flute, they're singing it in the crowd. Right? If you know like a flute, they're singing it in the crowd. But what we do here is we just, of course, pay homage to Bone Thugs and Harmony. They are my inspiration when it comes to music, and for me, it's more than just the music. It's also that lifestyle. The whole belief in yourself. When it comes to being trues, humbly united, gathering souls. And that's the real definition for us thugs, for us boneheads out there that follow me, that support me, that, show me love. Like we really, really gotta continue to do what we're doing for each, section of our areas throughout the map of the US. You know what I'm saying? Because there's so many of us that support Bone Thugs and Harmony and sometimes may go out of our way for Bone Thugs and Harmony, and that's because of the love that hopefully we will receive back in a way. So yes, Busy Bone, we gotta get you here live in the Bone Zone. We call him BB. Uh, We got to bring AC Killer back too. We'll most definitely bring AC Killer back, or hell, we can take a trip to El Paso, Eric. All right, so we can do whatever we got to do, um, because it's important that I actually, capitalize on not just our local scene, but on those actual, like, let's say people would say like celebrities, um, you know, guys that are legends. So that's one thing that we're going to continue to do, um, because we can and because we're on.
Me got the tool with him. Hot shells, blood spilling out your new denim. I'm supposed to be low key with all this jewels dripping. My crew mania, we got a few screws missing. I'm on a mission to keep pulling me back. Yeah, I'm married to the game and fell in love with the trap.
I hear them singing it in the crowd. Yes. So boom at noon. It's just a little quick. Some before, of course, a 210 live. If we do have 210 live. Sometimes we don't. If we have a special co-host, of course, we just talk about whoever we're going to be having on at the 210. So unless we have a co-host at a boom at noon, then you see what we're doing. Every show I am trying to have co-hosts, whether it's a boom at noon, whether it's a 210 live, whether it's just so we're on with. I've yet to have anybody to be like, hey, can I do a get your mind right at midnight? That'll be dope. Even a wake up with Big Sam Heard, that'll be dope. Those times are the time. That's why I have trying to do the different logos, even though I'm not a graphic designer, um, or anything of that nature. I do all my this and that. I do all my stunts, damn it. But for real though, I do all my own stunts. Um, I'm not an Akon. I cannot, if I'm overbooked, I cannot go perform somewhere else because I got a brother that looks just like me. I cannot do that. All right. So shout out to Akon, man. But much love to Akon for real though. There are a bunch of things that he's doing other side of the world for, you know, for maybe not only himself, but for other people, of course. A lot of people they like to feel like that, I guess, validation, like, oh yeah, tell me thank you. Yo, I ain't telling you thank you. Well, yeah, thank you, actually. But we were talking about Bone. I love Bone Thugs and Harmony.
When the beat drop, be coming out the T-top. Gunning in niggas' vision, they knock. Your niggas need detox, to D-night, to D-rock, to be like. The murderers are vision in the P-yacht, to be out the fence. With that shirt over the pins. Throw the grenade right back in, then they back in. And I'm acting in a match with a little good cash in the Mac in the back end. Niggas start smashing. Nice and slow,
you gotta pay attention. You're gonna miss them. You're gonna miss them. Pay attention. You're gonna miss Big Sam Heard. There you go.
Beat drop, the classic car. This nigga casket sharp. Your not half is nice, my flow better. Iconic, you can match the price, nigga, whatever. Won't cut it, but attack the mic. You niggas have to birth. You got the passage right, you got the master room. I got the master pipes. I don't fight the room. I do the bastard right, cause I'm a righteous goon. I got the weed in the night with a rifle boom. Like a thief in the night, big musket, the barrel on zoom. Hit him right between the eyes. Little nigga should have seen the knife. Take a bash to the bone, to the marrow. I gotta get my money, then they call it like a peril. Even hot topics, I know I felt traffic. Whatever 21, got my image hitting profits. You're fucking with the peril. With glass and double barrels, Solomon and Daryl, I'm ready for the Agora. Then again, on Remington.
Hello there. Well, somebody was watching, they're not anymore, but this is, of course, the latest Busy Bone off of his album, I'm Busy. This is They Don't Pray.
Like a precedent. Everybody says what they wanna be. They ain't never gonna be if they don't pray. Everybody says what they wanna be. They ain't never gonna be if they don't.
Boom at noon. And this is that podcast where we talk about life, death, everything else in between. Pay homage to Bone Thugs and Harmony. We have local artists. Try to do it on a weekend. Hell, let's fucking do it daily. and we're gonna make sure that it's worth it. Uh, Maybe after this weekend, we'll start. You know, I guess maybe we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out with whatever's going on. It's gonna be a bunch of fun. Yes, we all know.
Days this legal. Peace to the cops when I put
We all know they don't pray. Um, and what's next? This week we're gonna have AJ Stacks. He's gonna be Sunday 8 p.m. So shout out to AJ Stacks, Lee Money. You know, oh yeah, I'm looking forward to working with a bunch of these people, a bunch of people, and we still gotta get you, King Kali. King Kali still gotta come through. Hopefully, he could come through with Livola, and Eric, and that'll be dope. Double Cup Kings actually in the house. That'll be wow. So let's do that. Marlboro Capero, um, Big Verso. I always gotta shout out Big Verso. Much love, Big Verso from the East Side, baby. He's so motivational. When it comes to like his stories, his reels on Facebook, Instagram too. So yeah, y'all gotta shout out Big Verso 210, baby. Um, looks like we got an unofficial sponsor. It just popped up on my screen. Yes, I actually just got the notification in my ear. Yes. HEB. Nobody does more than my HEB. Here, everything's better. Billy on the board. Thank you very much, Billy on the board. Thank you for showing up to this episode. You did tell me you were going to show up, but just like Billy, he shows up whenever he wants. And that's actually more like Sir Smooth. So Billy is over here pulling a Sir Smooth move. I don't know the relationship with that. I don't know what's going on. I hope well, I hope Billy and I are not beefing, because that would mean I have, well, you know, some eternal fights with myself. Yes, it's like angels and demons. No, but for real though. Live to the audience, give yourself a round of applause. Yes, we're gonna hit you with that deuce, deuce. Yeah, I know some may say, I won't hit you with a deuce, deuce. Hit them with something else. For me, seen it, done a bunch of things, lived to be able to tell stories and whatnot. But there's also a lot of people that are not here to tell their stories. So be careful with things that you carry, because some people will, react in certain ways, especially if they just see things and or whatnot. But let's listen to a little bit of Club, yo. Jacob the Kid.
Walk in the club, I'm feeling like fresh. Ain't for the teeth, I don't shoot for the net. Feel like KD, I play for the Nets. I'm that nigga, your bitch, what she made. Stunning too hard, I feel like my day. Looking too hard, get hit with the make. I'm 16, but I ran up a stack. I hop in the stool, put niggas to rest. Come with bullets, so strap up your vest. Bitch, I'm the kid.
Yeah, just a little bit right there, Jacob the Kid. Because we were hitting them with that deuce, deuce. Of course, that's where we say goodbye. Y'all gotta make sure y'all support the Morning Fanatic though. Show them some love, man. Watch, listen to their podcast. There's nice sports related podcasts, and I dig it. It's not just me like just talking shit. They actually like have like he goes and talks about stats, and he does a bunch of that good stuff. So Albert Torres, much love to you, my good sir. Of course, Black Mamba, got to show him some love. He's on there as well with you guys. And then of course the Filthy Texican, much love to the Filthy Texican. He already knows what's up. That's when the Sandburger was born those days. Oh, Guillermo days with that gentleman. It was fun times when you were here in San Antonio, Carlos. But yeah, much love, man, to everybody. Boom at noon, 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock. Make sure 8 o'clock. If you have not reserved a seat here at the table, that I'm gonna try to create a table somehow, where we'll all be mic'd up, I guess, as mic'd up as we can get. So and try to figure it out. So It is 12:30. I promised only 30 minutes. That's why we put that alarm on right there when what I look at, because then it blocks the screen, so now I can't really see myself. So I gotta, get off. But oh hey, I gotta get off. Billy is he's a jerk, and I think he's like a pervert. He be fucking saying some nasty things sometimes. Oh, Billy always talking about his Willie. Um, so yeah. Mark out Mondays. We got Sam Burgers. We got Sam Burgers. Um, I think we should make 8 again, but then I don't want to have like to eat 5 burgers and shit like I did all last week. Not last week, the week before, actually, 2 weeks ago. Um, because I for real do be doing this, and uh this ain't like no shit just to uh get you as a co-host. No, like it's worth it. Holla at Mike Mix, holla at his family. Uh they'll most definitely say it is. But I did that, because I wanted to go, and there's a lot of things that we do, and Mike Mix, you really, really, you know, I love you, bro. All right. So just know that. I already know hard times, they come and go. So we're going to continue to push and grind and deal with whatever we deal with on a daily. With that said, Mother, I love you, of course, not just today, but every day. And yes, family, friends, family, boneheads, bitches, bitch ass hoes, hoe ass bitches, and bitch ass niggas. Because yes, even a male can be a bitch too. But Shelby, baby, Michaela, mommy, it is I, Billy on the board with Boom at Noon. Um, Thank you, Billy, for doing your fucking job. But 8 p.m. Sam Burger Monday here. You can reserve a seat. That way, you know that even if you show up late, you're still gonna have a plate. Yeah. So I know I'm weird with the how I advertise and promote my podcast, but if I have to do it with damn Sam Burgers, I'm gonna do it. Because why not? You're the one that's eventually gonna be winning. Um, and that's, well, actually all of us, because it's a good time. I get to enjoy my Samburger. You get to critique it live. It'll be a mukbang. Do your thing with the mukbang. We are live on YouTube, so we got a shout out to YouTube. Y'all make sure y'all subscribe to my YouTube. um last weekend we had Bad Bunny here live in the Bone Zone, so go and look that up. Nah, play it. I'm lying. We haven't had Bad Bunny. We did email them, but we never got an email back. That's a thing. Like, well, I've been trying to send people emails. I'm like, yes, I hope that you received this email with hopes that Billy, he's a fool. Um, so my Steve Anthony Monreal, can't forget the TL, because of course it's the life. And we already hit you with that deuce apple juice. I'm gonna bring it back. I'm gonna bring A back. I'm gonna bring like a flute black. I'm gonna bring back like a flute. There we go, Steven. Damn live television. This isn't television. Well, it might as well be, because who really watches TV? Well, I guess I'm watching the TV, but we're streaming. We're live. Yes, we're here. Um,
About 4 in the morning.
like a flute. Like a flute.
Got a trunk full of bags.
Like a flute. Now, we're not gonna start singing like a flute, because I actually want to just get into the studio and just bam and have somebody create that beat for me, and then backdoor it with the verse that I have not written. But once I hear that beat, I already know I'll be able to drop it just then and there, and fuck it. We don't need to write a damn thing. We kind of have a decent memory now, so things that we've been coming up with, we have been just remembering and not even writing. So that's a good thing. And yeah, live to the audience. Deuce, apple juice. Give yourself a round of applause. Yes, you deserve it. Some people they may know, some people may not know. But oh shit. Here in the good old West Side, much love to my West Side, y'all.
How you bang, but ain't been in LA. Still slipping, I'ma keep it that way. I ain't freeze with it, you get my face. Yellow tape, shit.
All right, much love, y'all. Deuce.